Hello class. So originally I was going to show you how to disassemble, reassemble, as well as clean an M9. Unfortunately I was unable to receive one due to our armory being very strict about when they let you have your weapon. So instead today I'm going to show you how to crochet. I like to use a 5.5mm needle. You can use any size depending on what your project is going to be. And I'm just going to show you a simple single stitch and as well as a double stitch. There are many different stitches. It just depends on what project you're doing, whether it be a blanket, a scarf. I've made pillows, flowers even, different designs. It just all depends on how skilled you are, how far you're willing to go into your work, and just what kind of project you're doing. So, the first step you need to do is make your loop. So you take your string and you're going to tie it, but before you tie it all the way, originally you would pull this string all the way through. You're just going to grab it, go through the loop, grab it, and start tightening, keeping the end out. Just keep tightening until you get your loop. Then you get your needle, you put it through the loop, and then you just tighten. And there you go. Now, your first line for every single project, no matter what you do with crocheting, the first line is always going to be the same. It's just going to be one single stitch. You're going to make sure this stays out of the way, and you're just going to keep working with your long string. That way your project keeps going. You're going to go under, grab it with your hook, and pull through. And again, under, grab it with your hook, and pull through. Now you're going to keep doing this, and eventually you're going to see this part grow. And this, how long this is depends on what you're working on. So I'm just going to do a couple more. There. And I'm just doing this length just to give you the basics. And then once you're done with your last loop, you're going to turn. And now this is going to be for the single stitch. You're going to go through your first loop, your first stitch that you just did. You're going to go over the string, grab it with your hook, pull through the first loop. That way you end up with 2 on your needle. Then you're going to go under the string and pull through both. That way you end up with 1 loop. Then you're going to do the same for every single loop, every single stitch across your row. Over, through, under, through. Through the next stitch, over, hook it, through, under, hook it, through. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this. Once you hit the end of your row, all you're going to do is turn it again. You're going to do the exact same thing. Go through the stitch you just made, go over, hook, through the first stitch, so you have 2, under, hook it, and then through both stitches. Once again, you're going to go through the next stitch. You're going to start seeing holes, so it'll be easier to put your needle through. And you're going to go over, hook, through, have 2 stitches, under, and through both. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Once you hit the end of your row, once again, turn. Now I'll show you how to do a double stitch. You don't have to start over on your project. You can start on other stitches in the middle of your project. It'll make it look a little cooler. Alright, for the double stitch, it's almost the same thing, but you're adding a couple more steps. So, for the single stitch, you were just going to go through the last stitch you did. For the double, first thing you're going to do is go under your string, then you're going to go through your last stitch. So there's the 1 step added so far. Then you're going to go over and through. Now instead of 2, you have 3 on your hook. Now you're going to go under and through the first 2, so now you have 2, under your string again, and through the last 2. Okay, one more time. Under your string, through your next stitch, over, through your stitch. Now you have 3 loops. Under your string, through your first 2. Now you have 2 under your string, and through your last 2 loops. Now you keep doing this until you hit the end of your work. And that concludes how to do basic stitches of whatever project you want on crocheting. That is your single and double stitch. Thank you.